Oh, whoa, is that Solo? Is that Solo? Solo! Holy crap! Solo is back out of freaking nowhere. I love you, Solo! Smackdown Hot Takes, where I take your thoughts, your opinions, your hot takes from the previous episode of Smackdown, Raw and or PLEs. Let's get started with negligence. Solo attacked right on the whoa. It was like, whoa, then oh, perfect timing. I love you, Solo. Okay, I'll stop glazing. Okay, no, keep glazing, because you know what? Solo deserves it. Solo Sikoa is back, and it was a shocker for real. I was like, okay, guys, we're on the stream. Okay, guys, okay, girls, let's have a holy crap, Solo is back. It was like amazing, and he does deserve some glazing. Never thought I'd say that, but, well, I said it, and here it is. I mean, yeah, it wasn't a perfect run, and there were some lulls, but Solo Sikoa did such an amazing job last year. I don't think people realize how difficult and almost impossible it is for a really popular faction to lose its leader and someone to step in the place. A lot of times those factions just don't work. You can't like catch lightning in a bottle twice. And yes, the new Bloodline, Bloodline 2.0, Thug Line, whatever you want to call it, did they reach the heights of the Bloodline, Roman's Bloodline? No, they did not reach the heights of a 4-year storyline. So for Solo Sikoa to do what he did, to carry the torch as long as he did, that's an amazing feat. I don't think I've seen somebody take over a faction like that and let it be successful since the Attitude Era with DX, Triple H, and the Nation of Domination, The Rock. And The Rock's a little different because that was a takeover. He literally just took it and kicked out the leader, but Triple H had to replace the leader because of circumstances beyond their control, and Solo Sikoa did the same thing, kind of, even though, you know, different scenario. You know, the circumstance out of the control of WWE was Roman wanted a break. But regardless, Solo did an amazing job, and now he's back. He's back in the hoodie, and it's like, what's he gonna do? Oh my god, before WrestleMania, I didn't think we were getting him until after WrestleMania, to be honest with you. And so it's like, there's so many paths right now, so many questions, and he attacked Cody. He didn't attack Roman. He didn't even attack Jacob. He attacked Cody? So what does that mean? Oh man. Aesthetic YouTube says, Solo should win the Elimination Chamber and beat Cody for the title at Mania. This can set up for John to win it against Solo at SummerSlam to make it heel versus face instead of it being face versus face at Mania. I think there's a lot of ways to get it around face versus face at Mania. I just don't see Solo as a WrestleMania main eventer. I love the dude. Just like I said, he did a great job, but I just can't see him main eventing WrestleMania right this second. Grace Henderson, Solo likes to emulate Roman Reigns, and why wouldn't you? The dude is the GOAT. If I had to pick someone to emulate, it would definitely be Roman Reigns. Plus, Roman Reigns took Solo and made him his mentee, the person he was training up. So yeah, you know what? I don't blame Solo for doing exactly everything that Roman did, including when Roman lost the big one, he went away for a while. That's what Solo Sikoa did. He went away for a while. He didn't go away for 3 months like Roman did. Nope, he only went away for 1 month. Jamie K, Solo does not need to feud with Cody again. He's not going to win, and Solo can't afford another big loss. That's actually a very good point. Solo's not going to win. You might want Solo to win, but Solo's not going to win right before WrestleMania, and they protected Cody this long. Not happening. So, yeah, another big loss would really, really hurt Solo, especially coming back off this hiatus. But maybe the loss would have consequences, and then Jacob would attack, setting up their feud at WrestleMania. So maybe, but I think there's other ways to get there. TTJC, what if Solo acknowledges Jacob as he's been the one dominating? That would be interesting, but I think Solo Sikoa has a very small and yet dedicated, passionate followers that that would not bode well. Jobber Error, Solo rematch against Cody at the Elimination Chamber and wins and goes to WrestleMania. We get Solo versus Jay for the title, brother versus brother, with Rikishi as the special referee. You want to know something? That's actually a very interesting take. I do kind of like that. That allows me to be like, oh, maybe we could do a WrestleMania because Jay versus Solo for the title would be kind of cool. But if it was maybe the world title, I could see it maybe happening. But I'm standing by my stance of Solo Sikoa. He's not a WrestleMania main eventer right this second. I know that's going to make a lot of you Solo Sikoa fans mad. You're like, oh no, he's totally ready. I just don't think he is for WrestleMania. You can put him in a main event in any other PLE except for WrestleMania. And but hopefully this year finally gets him out of that box, and next year he's ready for that main event spot. And then the referee of Rikishi would be kind of cool because Rikishi's always like talking smack online about how his family deserves better spots. SRP Fee 7MI. I think Jacob will be angry at Solo for losing the match against Roman and now wanting Cody's belt, which will set up a match against Solo and Jacob. And so, yeah, the big question is, what will Jacob feel? What will Jacob do? Because when Solo walked away, Jacob definitely was not happy. Before Solo left, he only knew that life of loyalty to Solo. But now Jacob, well, the leash was taken off. He's tasted freedom. Where do we go from here? Does he even care? Does he say, you know what, Solo? You brought me in from the streets, so you can do whatever you want, but I'm my own man now. Me and Tunga, we're out. So many possibilities. Does it lead to a match between those two at WrestleMania? That's where I think it's headed. And as of right now, there won't be any championship on the line if those two do fight at WrestleMania, but I have this championship on the line right now because at 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to give it away. Once I hit 10,000, I'm going to give it away to a random comment from a random video. So for you to enter the contest, all you got to do, comment below on this video, any video I do from now to before, and also you gotta be a subscriber, hit the bell notification, and give a thumbs up. Also, I'm advertising that I'm gonna give away a belt tomorrow on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I'm a moron. I forgot that tomorrow was Super Bowl. See, I only watch real sports like wrestling, so like Super Bowl, I wasn't even paying attention to. It wasn't even on my radar. So I want to know, do you girls want to change the date of the belt giveaway? Do you want to do it tonight? I can do it tonight. I can do it Monday. I can do it Tuesday. If you want to keep it Sunday, let me know. I'll put a poll up on the channel. When do you want to do the belt giveaway? But I'm not trying to stall. Literally, I'll do it tonight if you want. But yeah, let's figure out when we want to do the belt giveaway. That belt giveaway is for Jey Uso winning. I made a bet, a stupid bet. I doubted Jey Uso, and now I got to give away one of these belts. But that aside, what I was talking about earlier was the fact that this belt right here, you can win by just commenting below. Look out for the poll. We'll figure out when we want to do that contest, and then at 10,000 subscribers, we'll do this contest. Bishop Marley, Carmelo having a competitive match with Tozawa is a travesty, and Carmelo's booking has been the biggest blight on Triple H's booking all year. He needs to be booked better. Man, the biggest blight? That's debatable. I would say Carmelo is definitely in the running for biggest blight. Him, Chad Gable, Finn Balor, but Carmelo Hayes, I 100% agree that him having a competitive match against Tozawa, give me a break here. Give me a freaking break here. Don't come at me and say, oh, Tozawa's awesome, because Tozawa is awesome, but we also know where his place on the card is. The dude, Carmelo Hayes, should have mopped the floor with Tozawa. It should have been a 3-minute match, and 2 of those minutes should have been Carmelo Hayes playing with Tozawa like a cat does with a mouse. We could have had about 30 seconds of real offense from Tozawa where we're like, oh my God, can he do it? But no, it was a competitive match, and that, I am sorry, but even in victory, Carmelo Hayes looked like a chump because this should have been an easy W for the dude, and I don't care. Tozawa is a comedy character. He's a comedy character, and we don't, it's just, like, show me the last time Tozawa had a competitive match against anybody. No, this was not a showcase for Carmelo Hayes. I thought it was hilarious that Carmelo Hayes, like, he was so proud of his victory, and the Carmelo Hayes made good with what he had, but at the same time, he shouldn't have had it like that. It should have been an easy easy win. Tis Mickey. If Tama Tonga loses one more match, Jacob might have to take him out. Losing has consequences, right? Yeah, but I think just like Tozawa, we kind of know where Tama Tonga's place is. Unfortunately, he is your main event jobber. Can't make Jacob look bad, so Tama Tonga, 1, 2, 3. Your shoulders are on the mat, and yeah, well, I'm sure it's a bigger paycheck though, at least than Tama Tonga, because he's the main event jobber. But yeah, when will Jacob finally get fed up with Tama Tonga? I don't know. But I do like that pairing. Yeah. And then the promo between Jimmy, LA Knight, and Drew was great. It was fun, truthful, and cracked me up. All three of them did really good, and honestly, I think this was Big Jim's best promo to date since becoming a solo act. And yeah, every single one of them cooked. I love how Drew McIntyre just blames everything on a hostile work environment. Like, this is just like a normal day at the office for him, which it is, but it's still kind of funny thinking of it in those terms. And then LA Knight, for a second, I was like, oh man, he's going to get, like, he is not going to be able to stand up to those two great promos, but no, he did a great job. And there was a line in there where he said, oh, and I got to make sure I get all my stuff in, and then he goes, LA Knight, and that was a knock, that was a play off of the internet reports saying that Drew McIntyre was mad at somebody in the Rumble because they wanted to get all their stuff in at the cost of everybody else. And so LA Knight just like low-key taking a jab at Drew McIntyre or the dirt sheets or both, which was brilliant. And I think those two are the actual matchup to have at WrestleMania, not Damian Priest versus McIntyre. I like LA Knight versus McIntyre. Rose Gold J, John really needs to show up to work. Well, to be fair, he is on Raw, so he wouldn't show up to SmackDown regardless. However, he's only shown up twice now on his farewell tour, and his next appearance is going to be at Elimination Chamber. It's like, I am glad they flat out said, I am not returning until Elimination Chamber, because during the Rumble, we kept expecting John to show up, and it's like, oh, where is he? I guess he's not showing up this week, maybe next. So I'm glad they finally told us, no, he's not showing up for another 4 weeks, which, to be fair also, he did say he's going to work 30 to 40 dates, and if there's 52 dates a year, plus another 12, that's what, 64. So now we've gotten like the first 2 months out of the way, and that means there's 24 dates he's not going to work, and we've got 8 of them out of the way now. So let's just see what's going on. But I would like John to show up a little more, but I also understand what's going on, and he'll be back. But yeah, I get it. SRP, Carmelo should go back to the NXT and give us the dream match between Melo versus Obafemi at Stand and Deliver. No, I mean, I get that. I do get that, but I honestly feel they just need to book Carmelo better, and we can get that dream match between Obafemi and Melo in about a year or two when Obafemi rises up through the ranks. But I do hear you, but I don't want Melo to not only just be this like this jobber on the main roster, but then go back to NXT just to job. Nami, poor Hayes and Tozawa both are jobbers now, but Tozawa is jobbing for other jobbers too. God, I hate that we think that Hayes is a jobber. He shouldn't be a jobber. Tozawa, the guy should be a jobber, but not Hayes. Poor Hayes. Javier Rubinas, John Cena does show up to work. The problem is nobody can see him. I wonder what happened to him. So what if John Cena is there? And we're just like, John, where you at? Show up to work, buddy. Like, we're waiting. Nope, he's there. We just can't see him. Donatello Leonardo, WWE needs to have Tiffany go all in face or heel. This tweener stuff is not working. Her promos start off like an average babyface, but you can tell they want her to awkwardly force her usual heel arrogance, and it doesn't mesh it well. I'm not sure what they even thought she needed to be a tweener, as she was already getting crazy babyface pops before she cashed in. Her title run has felt weird because of the booking, and I feel like she's lost momentum. She's definitely lost momentum. It's like, honestly, the moment she won Money in the Bank, it's like she lost everything, her personality and whatever. And then I was hoping for a reset after she won the title, but even now, she just kind of awkwardly stands there while everybody else talks around her. This was her best promo since winning the title. I felt she did stand up to Charlotte really well, but yeah, just make her a pure baby face. I like her as a heel, but the crowd wants her to be a face, so just let her be a face. Let's see what she can do as a face for a while. But yeah, no, we don't need to go back and forth. Just pick one or the other. And Charlotte Flair is a natural heel, so if she's going to be on the mic with a natural heel, make her a natural face. Tiffany, that is. Plus, now she's back into a feud with Nia. Nia's never getting cheered again. And that's a credit to Nia, because she's an awesome villain. So, we need to go just face, Tiffany. John Clockwork turning heel is going to be the best thing ever to happen to the Street Profits. This plus the New Day, exactly what I need during Black History Month. John Clockwork, I agree that the Street Profits turning heel is a very, very good thing. New Day, I've made my opinions known, usually during Raw, but I love the New Day as a heel. They need to start winning more matches. I talked about them in tomorrow's video, my MVP video, how it's like they were so red hot, but then they kind of cooled down because WWE didn't really do nothing with them for a while, and it's just now they're starting to give them matches and victories. So I feel like we gotta heat New Day back up, but this is SmackDown, and the Street Profits were so freaking good last night. I was definitely of the mindset of, I don't want to lose this really good, happy, or energetic Street Profits, but when I saw their promo last night, I was like, dang, that is so good. And Angelo Dawkins was like, he was on fire too, because I know he gets a lot of like, oh, if they break up, Angelo Dawkins will just pretty much get fired because he's no Montez Ford. I agree, he's no Montez Ford, but I do think Angelo Dawkins cooked last night, and it's kind of like, they kind of remind me of the Dudley Boys, where Bubba Dudley, everybody thought had all the personality, and Devon, he could only go, oh, testify, my brother. And then eventually they started letting Devon talk more, and I realized that, no, they both have a lot of charisma. It's just Bully Ray has more. And I think that's where we're at with the Street Profits. I saw a lot of charisma with Dawkins yesterday. Just Montez Ford has more, and that's okay. Yeah, okay, so someone's a little better than you on the microphone. That's fine, but Angelo Dawkins was really good. And I'm just like, I am all for this. I do feel that the Street Profits should have interfered in the Pretty Deadly match, allowing Pretty Deadly to win. So that's a small little gripe there, but I am very, very happy with the direction of the Street Profits, and those guys need to be walking out of WWE WrestleMania as champions, but honestly, they should be walking in as champions too. Those guys, holy crap, they cooked last night. That segment, that promo was just so good by the Profits. They sold me. I knew they would be good heels, but I just didn't know they would be that good. Jay and Love, I laughed at how horrible SmackDown was. Why is Carmelo regulated to facing jobbers? He should be U.S. champ. Yeah, I agree. Oh my God, he should not be facing jobbers like he is. If you want to give him jobbers just to showcase his talent, that's fine, but the match needs to be 2 to 3 minutes tops. Oh, I gotta stop. It's starting to upset me, and I'm glad other people are noticing. Carmelo Hayes is being wasted, absolutely wasted, and yeah, give him the U.S. Championship. The dude shows up. I was all for Shinsuke being champion, but I'm kind of over it now that I don't see him. We're all complaining, where's John Cena? Where's Shinsuke Nakamura? That guy's not filming anything. Take that belt off him, give it to Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes will make it relevant again. Jeff Gagnon, Kevin Owens is low-key right about Sami. In every man for yourselves match, you're fine with helping Roman Reigns, but you don't stop to help your best friend from being slammed in a ladder. I know Sami has a friendship with Cody and doesn't want to interfere with the match, and kayfabe-wise, Sami was still in the right, but for someone like Kevin Owens, you can definitely understand the motivation for why he did what he did. Okay, yeah, that is a good point. Hey, why will you do anything for Roman, but when it comes to me, you won't lift a finger? You could have at least just got in the way and stopped Cody, and I get what you're saying. So yeah, Sami wasn't wrong because he's a face, but for Kevin Owens, who's who can twist anything, it does make sense within the mind of Kevin that you will help Roman, but you won't help me? All right, fine. Small package pile driver coming your way, Sammy. We got the D-Monkey King. My hot take is nothing. Just wanted to comment. Well, Demon King or D-Monkey on the stream, hi. This is me just replying to your comment. Leandro Costa, Cross and Nakamura will be a tag team. They are both showing stalking people from afar with no developments. I mean, you know... I wonder how that would work. It might be kind of funny, actually, because Cross definitely plays well off of others. And Shinsuke's so, like, weird in a good way that I wouldn't mind. It would probably turn them babyface, their interactions with each other, because Cross would keep going like, okay, dude. Outlaw, my queen! Another great stream chop. Yeah, we stream every weekend. Was he calling me the queen? Am I the queen? I'm probably talking about Charlotte Flair. Glad to see that Charlotte does have some supporters out there. I'm not a hater, but I'm not necessarily a supporter, so I'm glad she has some still. Acknowledge Solo, Mello needs better, yup. Outlaw, looking forward to Jacob and Damian. Yeah, those guys. Plus Braun Strowman in a triple threat. That's going to be a good match. I bet what happens next week is Jacob Fatu is almost about to get the pin on Braun Strowman, does all the damage, and then Damian Priest kind of swoops in for the victory. Judy Angela Jetson, why does it feel like the news of releases usually happen during SmackDown? I'm so bummed for everyone getting released. Yeah, that sucks. It does suck. I don't know why it happens. It's probably like the end of the work week or something. The end of the work week is probably like Wednesday or Thursday, and so that's when a lot of stuff happens. And you also kind of want, you don't want the news to be released of these people. You don't want bad news released and then nothing happening in the WWE, because then you just talk about the bad news. So if they're released during SmackDown, yeah, we talk about it, but we're going to talk about Solo Sikoa returning more. They put something big so it gets our mind off the bad news, and then we just switch because, we're all ADD. It's like, oh, look, a squirrel. You know what I mean? It's just they trying to divert our attention. I'm done with Cody being involved in the bloodline. Seen it many times to this point. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, why is Cody getting attacked by Solo right now? Solo, Cody didn't do nothing. Cody did not hinder you in any way, shape, or form with your Ula Fala match against Roman Reigns. But he probably just wants the title because it would make him, the title is what brought Roman to the island of relevancy. So maybe that's what Solo's thinking. Where's Shinsuke? Take the belt off, Shinsuke. You dropped the ball with him. Again. We got Raphael at air. Tiffany time cooked Charlotte like a Thanksgiving turkey. Charlotte is going to have to choose Tiffany to get her aura back. I think there was a moment where Charlotte was like, you need to bow down and beg me. I think she got some of that aura back, but yeah, Tiffany... Best showing Tiffany's had so far. The triple threat stole the show. LA Knight may have won the pre-match promo battle, but Drew won the war. Yeah, it was all of them cooked. That was a really, really good match. Really good promo segment. Very underrated. Street Profits will not disappoint. Their aura alone got the entire division fired up for the smoke. Yup, Street Profits. They cooked. That was such a good promo too. It was a lot of good promos tonight, honestly. Number 4, Solo's back, and he might push Cody to become Codelander. Not yet. I think Codelander is after WrestleMania. Whoever he fights at WrestleMania, that's the guy that pushes Cody over the edge. Everton Jose, a hot take. We can give Tozawa a push whenever we have another tournament for the next number 1 contender for the mid-card title. We need more blood into the mix. I legit think people would like an underdog Tozawa. With his blonde hair, we can call him Super Tozawa. I wouldn't mind a storyline where we do push Tozawa as this huge underdog, where he just kind of sort of is somehow winning, maybe even in a King of the Ring situation, but at the end of the day, he needs to lose. But that said, that's down the road. We can make plans to push Tozawa like that if we want to, but if we're not if the start isn't happening now, then he's still a jobber, and Carmelo should have beat him. Leandra Costa, Penta showing up, buried any chances Dragon Lee would ever have. Yeah, Dragon Lee must be like, what about me, guys? What about me? This is more Raw than SmackDown, but still, it's like, Dragon Lee. If I was Dragon Lee right now, I would attack Rey Mysterio and be like, you brought me into the LWO, and look at where I am on the card. Well, look at Penta. I blame you, Rey. And then after he fights Rey, he should go after Penta and just be like, I want your spot. Papa Ghetto, I felt Drew pinning LA Knight was his get back for LA Botch in the spot at the Royal Rumble. Yeah, there was a spot. The internet claims that LA Knight botched a spot in the Rumble, and so now we suddenly have LA Knight and Drew McIntyre with Drew getting the win. Kind of a coincidence, but yeah, good call, and it was a really cool moment how LA Knight was about to do his move, and then Drew McIntyre Claymore kicks him in the back of the head. Very creative way to end a triple threat. Jamie K, hey Chop, come on, man. It's about time you got on the big Jim train. Jimmy is better than Jay. No hate to Jay. Yeah, well, that's an opinion. That's an opinion. I do think actually overall that Jimmy is better in the ring. After tonight's interview, I think maybe he's better on the mic, but you can't deny that connection. Jay and that crowd. Haven't seen that since Daniel Bryan. Monster Jam Brawny, I might be nostalgia hungry, but I think WWE should revert everything back to the way it was 10 or so years ago. Maybe 20 years ago. I would go with 20 years ago, but not 10. Not 10. Holy crap. 2014 to 2019, it just kept slowly going downhill for me. But hey, you know what? If that's your cup of tea, that's your cup of tea. Drink it up, my friend, but not for me. I'll go back 20, but I won't go back 10. TTJC, I can't help but wonder if all the releases were let go to sign with TNA, like how Grace went from TNA to WWE. Since the two have a partnership, neither company actually takes a hit, nor do the talent. I really do hope the talent does get to go to TNA or somewhere. There were a lot of releases tonight. Blair Davenport, AOP, Cedric Alexander, Paul Ellering, and Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville was a real surprise because she's part of Pure Fusion Collective, like their mouthpiece. And Sonya Deville's even been GM before. So shocked that they let her go. But at the end of the day, I don't know if that's the same case, because with Jordan Grace, she asked to be released, I believe. So she was released so she could just go right into WWE. This was the opposite. Now, Cedric Alexander, though, he was part of the Hurt business, and in AEW, the Hurt Syndicate is doing fire business. So I think Cedric Alexander is going to be okay. Everybody else, though, I hope they're okay. Blair Davenport would be a good TNA addition, though. And we'll end with this, even though we already kind of talked about it. We got SSTG8 if. It's crazy that the WWE and John Cena hyped up this year as Cena's final year, and Triple H is not booking nobody to call him out in his final year. With Cena's status, he's supposed to have a list of people claiming that they want to retire him. That I agree with 100%. There should be a ton of people saying, come on, Cena, I want you. At least Logan Paul, Carmelo Hayes, Gunther, and Braun Breaker. Those four should be talking so much crap towards John Cena. I would even say The Miz should as well. Those guys should just be talking crap, saying how they should be the ones to retire John Cena, and then we can circle back to those as John Cena makes more appearances throughout the year. So there you have it, your hot takes for Friday Night SmackDown. I appreciate every single one of you. Like I said, I'm going to put a poll up to see when we want to do the belt giveaway. I'll wait as long as Tuesday. We can wait as long as Tuesday to give away the belt, but I got this belt. I gotta give it away. And I don't want you girls feeling that I'm trying to stall the process. It's just Super Bowl. I don't really care. Like I said, I only watch real sports like wrestling, but I want to make sure that everybody, they get to enjoy their bowls that are super. So guys, girls, have yourselves a great day.